Can a mushroom really help you outthink your brain's expiration date? According to some compelling new research, the humble and shaggy-looking lion's mane mushroom might not just belong in your risotto, it might belong in your long-term memory. And not metaphorically. We're talking about actual physical memory enhancement, potentially reversing the slippery slope of age-related cognitive decline. Yes, it sounds like science fiction, but it's also sounding more and more like science fact. Lion's mane, or Hericium arenaceus, is a natural nootropic superstar hiding in plain sight, like a rock star wearing a beard of sea anemones. Beyond its culinary quirkiness, this fungus contains bioactive compounds with names as delightfully nerdy as their functions are miraculous: hericinones and erinacines. These two families of compounds don't just dabble in neuroprotection, they actively stimulate the production of nerve growth factor, NGF, that molecular fountain of youth for your neurons. NGF is the protein that keeps brain cells alive, thriving, and in full gossip mode with their neighbors. When it's flowing, synaptic connections stay sprightly. When it's lagging, memory starts to slouch and stumble. This is where lion's mane comes in with the energy of a molecular life coach. In animal studies, and increasingly in human pilot trials, researchers have observed that erinacines, primarily found in the mushroom's mycelium, can cross the blood-brain barrier, which is basically the VIP section of the nervous system, and coax neurons into regenerating or repairing. Let's pause to appreciate that for a second. A compound in a mushroom that looks like a muppet is apparently convincing aging neurons to hit the gym and grow new branches. It's not just maintenance, it's neurogenesis. Real, actual neuron birth. In adulthood. In aging. That's the kind of reversal we usually only expect from Benjamin Button and Hollywood reboots. Of course, no supplement should be confused with a miracle pill, but lion's mane is one of the few natural compounds with enough plausible mechanisms to make scientists raise their eyebrows and then furrow them deeply in thought. Early human trials have reported improvements in mild cognitive impairment, and participants taking lion's mane extract scored better on cognitive function tests than placebo groups, sometimes dramatically. Even better, the benefits often increased with time, and side effects were minimal. No hallucinations, no mushroom-induced visions of talking squirrels. Just sharper thinking, clearer memory, and maybe a few culinary cravings. The magic here lies in the blend of modern aging science and good old-fashioned fungal wisdom. As we grow older, brain inflammation, oxidative stress, and the dreaded slowdown of neuroplasticity all conspire to make us forget where we put our keys. Or, more alarmingly, what keys are. That's where the adaptogenic power of lion's mane might shine brightest. It doesn't just stimulate NGF. It also helps tamp down inflammatory markers and oxidative stress, creating a brain environment that's more Zen garden and less demolition site. It supports the kind of cellular housekeeping that aging brains desperately need, tidying up toxic proteins, shoring up mitochondria, and coaxing sluggish neurons back into mental marathons. Now, let's be clear. Tossing lion's mane into your smoothie isn't going to make you a chess grandmaster overnight. But it might give your aging brain a little more bounce, more buffer, and more bandwidth. And in a world where so much brain health advice sounds like punishment, fast, don't drink, do CrossFit, give up cookies, it's kind of nice to know there's a savory, slightly chewy mushroom that's actually fun to consume and might help you remember where you left your glasses. So if you're on the fence about mushrooms, think of lion's mane not as a supplement, but as a little fungal friend for your neurons. It's not a cure, but it's not snake oil either. It's part of a growing movement toward natural compounds that blend with our biology instead of fighting it, a smarter form of aging science that doesn't just ask, how long can we live, but how well can we think while doing it? Because living longer is great. But remembering why you walked into the kitchen? That's a superpower. And thanks to lion's mane, it might just be one within reach.